Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Yeah, last week I did kind of a tryout and I was very busy doing this, and now I think I'm just gonna start with the tutorial. But I hate these notes. When I do them it makes sense, but the week after or a few days after or maybe the second day after I think, what is all this? And I make some drawings with it so I know a little bit what's going on. This is a little a little note where I want to be. So if you can see, I'm gonna try to make a letterbox. So yeah, for this Christmas theme I like to do a letterbox, a Christmas letterbox. So so I was brainstorming and almost get a headache of everything. I think I can, well, just keep it for just in case. So yeah, I hope I can do it with all this. Fingers crossed to that, but I'm first gonna show you a little my tryout. How I did so far, and this is my tryout, guys. I'm not gonna able to be in frame. Well, if I put it this way I can. So this is my tryout. Okay, so it has some legs under, and I did not put the black on because I want to do that with the decoration papers to have this. That's easier. So this is a little bit how I got so far, and as you can see, yep, there's a lid coming off. So the meaning is that I don't know if because this is going to be, well, I think we can make a little opening here. And then the meaning is that we also make an opening here, that we can open it up. Because it's a letterbox, so it's not only a storage box. Now it's only a storage box. Yes, I confess that, but with a lovely lid on. Love it! But the meaning is, and I don't want to go any further than this, because I definitely want to film, guys. Otherwise I totally forget everything what I already did. So that is what we're going to start with, guys. So yeah, so this is a little, yeah, and maybe it even can go better, I have no idea, but this is what I have made last week. So let's get started, guys. If you trust me, I hope you do, then follow along. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to start with is the lid. That's this one. So grab your chipboard, and we are going to split this in half. You can see that we're gonna split this in half. We first gonna go to these shapes. Okay, so you're gonna split this in half, and then we are going to cut this. What is this? I think it's a 3/1/4. Check, 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 double check. Yep, it's gonna be a 3/1/4. So split this in half. In my occasion, it's a 4/1/16, I believe. Yeah, it's a 4/1/16, and in centimeters, it's 10.4. So just writing that down. I'm just gonna do this right now each time, because otherwise I totally mess up everything. That's just me. Where is, oh no, that's not a good one. Where is my, well, just grab a pencil. Alright, so I'm gonna write this down for you guys. So it's a 4/16. 4/1/16 inches, that's this size, or a 10.4 centimeter. Okay, so that is this drawing, just a half of it. And then this piece, this is going to be a 3/1/4 inch by, and then the centimeters, 8.3 centimeters. Okay, so this piece, and you need two, is 4/1/16 by 3/1/4 or 10.4 by 8.3 centimeter. Okay, so this one you need 2 times. I'm gonna zoom this in, write that down. So this piece you need 2. Okay, I'm gonna cut that down. I can do that with my cutter, but you also can do that with your knife and cutting board. Sometimes it goes through, sometimes it don't. There we go. Maybe it's even better to just use my cutting. Okay. Hey, sometimes it does and sometimes it don't. I'm definitely going to use my knife. Last week it went perfectly, but I think I overdo it. Alright, so those 2 are for the sides. Okay, so next one, what we need is, where is my sample? So these are for these. Okay, yep. And now we need this piece. But to be sure, yeah, I'm just gonna do that because otherwise I'm so confused and afraid of cutting wrong. So that is what we have first, guys. So I'm continuing with this piece, what I just cut off. Flip that over. Okay, so we just cut this one off. So you have that down. You have this. Okay, that we have. Okay, that's the same thing that I wrote down right here. If you want to see this, then you can also write this. These measurements are the same for these 2 top ones. Okay, now we are going to continuing cutting the next one. So we're going to make the next one smaller, just about smaller. Just a sec, I need to cut this down. Yeah, it's already chaos, guys. Already. Yep, just began. Oh. Never promised you a perfect tutorial. I can't. Alright, so we're gonna cut this one. So absolutely I need to cut this one also in half. That's exactly the same drawing. Oh, this is so much better. Okay, but this we're gonna make smaller. We're gonna make this smaller than this one because this is for the bottom piece. And this one is going to be at the total 838 by 378 inch. And that is 2 times, of course. And in centimeters, it's 21.3 by 9.9 centimeters. Okay, let me check that for you. So if I cut this down, this will be a 838, yep, by 378, yep, and my drawings are perfect. So I can cut my lines that I made last week already. out. So these two are for the sides of the box. Okay, just checking it in. Gonna keep checking. This is a 378 by 838. Yep, and in centimeters it's a 9.9 or 9.8, 9.9 by 21.3. Yes. Okay, so these are for the sides of the box. Okay, put these away. Let's grab our next page. So this is for one chipboard to cut out. Let me show you one more time. These are the measurements. And you can all cut that in one sheet of an A4 chipboard. 1mm chipboard. Okay, that's my first one. Then we go to the next one. And this is how I draw this one. So I'm going to measure this. It's going to be this piece. If I cut it out, I'm going to need an 838 by 77 of an 8. 2 times. So we have 2 pieces of chipboard. And in centimeters it's 21.3 by 20 centimeters. Okay, so if that is a measurement for this piece. So this is how my A4 chipboard looks. So I'm just going to make the drawings. I don't need to cut this one. So I'm just going to start with this one. I'll check first if I made that right. So an 838. No, the 778. That is this one. Yep. 778. Correct. By 838. Yep. Perfect. Okay, that's this one. So let me cut this out. So this is the front of our bottom box. Okay, that's one. We need another one, of course. I already made my drawings. Same size. There we go. Okay, so we have now front and back and the sides. Okay, so this is for the box. Of course we do need a bottom, but this is all the way around for the bottom. Okay, now comes, let me first show you one more time all the measurements. So 838 by 77 of an 8 inch. Or in centimeters, it's 21.3 by 20 centimeters. And we need to do 2. Okay, this is how it looks, how I make my drawings. And now you can use the top one that we have left. We can make that for the bottom. So, grab one piece. And this one is going to be 778. So, yeah. We do need to cut that down. 778. So I could cut it down in one direction, but okay. 778 by 378. Hey, that's not what I have right here. 378. Gosh. Okay, we need a new one. I need another one. Okay, so don't cut this off. I knew it. I knew it that I did not need to cut that down. Oh. So this needs to be on here. Oh, chaos. Chaos is my middle name. So we need, yeah, of course I have the one here. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys. Sorry. Okay, so. Yeah, in Monday morning. Okay, so a 778 it is, yep, by 378. That is the one. Good heaven, I just had it on my left, guys. And then I make again just that stupid mistake, but okay. Okay, cut it down. This is the bottom. I have it whited down so I don't mess up. Well, I always mess up things, but that's okay. Okay, so the bottom. Show you. Write it down, pause me, 378 by 778 inch, one time of course, and that's a 9.9 by 20 centimeters if you are working with the centimeters. Alright, so we have the bottom, the sides, and the front and back. So this is your box. Okay. Put that away for a moment. That's your box. Now we only have these two for your lid. Okay, and this is what we have left, what we cut out. Okay, now let's see. We do need this piece. Why do I not have a note for that? Let me check. Did I not make a note? Lid smaller. This is also, yeah, terrible. I am 6-inch wound shape length. Oh yeah, that is what we need. I'm terrible. Terrible! I know. Okay, I think we're still gonna do the wound shape. No, I know this one is a small piece. Oh yeah, 1.5. That is 1.5. It is. I need to check, guys. This is our, and this is wider. I know that's, so this one is this is the full size of your A4. It's a full size. This is a leftover piece that we just cut out from this one. You know that? See that? This was the full size. Do you remember that? Okay. So we're going to use this one because we do need two pieces, the full size. I think this is the full size. Yep, it is. 1.5. So I did not make any note of that. Why? I don't know. Maybe I'm not that far. Okay, so we're just gonna make a 1.5 and another 1.5. I always like to make straight lines. 1.5. 1.5. So that is what I need. So this is 1.5 by, I think an 8/1/4 this is, yeah, an 8/1/4 inch. And for the centimeter people, this is a 21 by, yeah, it's a small 4. No, it's not. It's just a 3.7. 3 centimeters. Okay, so we do need 2 times. I'm gonna zoom in for you guys. Alright, 1.5 by 8/1/4 inch, 2 times, or 3.7 by 21 centimeters. Yeah. Okay, guys, cut that down. There we go. Yeah, okay, so these two we need for the front right here. Okay, so those are these. And then these here. And then we still need this shape. And I think I used a 6-inch. So we do have this left. Let's check that out. But you also can see I do have plenty space for the 6-inch. But I love to show you how I measured that. So I'm not going to cut this piece just yet. Okay, I'm just going to make my drawing just in case that it is 6-inch, but I'm not going to cut it. Not just yet. Okay. So keep this in front of you and let me first work on the round shape. How we can do that. Alright, so far, so much trouble. Okay guys, how to make a nice round shape? Well, first I'm just going to make a square one for this piece because this is not square. But we're going to make a square one. So this is a 4 1/16. So let's make a 4 1/16 by 4 1/16. That's just between the 4 and the 1/8, of course. Alright, so this is my square one, 4 1/16 by 4 1/16. Alright, so let's find the middle of it. Okay, so this is my middle. Now, if you have something that you can help with to make a circle one, perfect. How you call that? A passer in Dutch. I have no idea how you call it in. And I do have several of these guys. I have this one, and this one. But I work so little with all these that if I work all day with these, then tomorrow I even don't know how they work. Yep, I'm that terrible. I'm that terrible. Would be easy to cut a nice circle out. Even this one could be, but I just don't know how this works. Okay, I can see through. So this is the middle, and then, but I am terrible in this. I am terrible in this. You can find, maybe you have something. Oh my gosh, this even works. Is this even the perfect size? I would go for this. I definitely would go for this. If this fits nicely, all edges around, then I definitely will go for this. Easier than this, I can't have it, I guess. Yeah, I don't have a template. Nope, I don't, because I have no idea how I can make that for you guys. So maybe it's just find a way, guys. You can think of something, find a way. Maybe your kid has still something for school, to use that tool to make a nice round circle one. This is by accident. Perfect to me. But yeah, so cut it out. Why I even cut this out actually. because if that is the perfect one, then I also can use it here. I can. I just can use it here. On top, left white. It's a little bit smaller, but it works for me, guys. It does. See that? It works for me. I'm satisfied with this. So find something. I bet you have something. But if you have that tool that I was just talking about, that circle wound, maybe you have a perfect tool for that to make beautiful circles. Well, I have 3, but I still don't know how to use them. This works for me, guys. It works for me. Perfect. It's not perfect, but it could be perfect. It could be perfect. It could be perfect. I also can use this. This is just touching the edges. Just find a way and then I go to the left. See, it works also for me. And I do have my edges. Works like a charm. I think I'm going to do that. I think that is working for me. Touch the edge, draw the line, touch the edge. For me, it's perfect. Okay, so find your way in that. I'm just going to show you the cheapest way to do this. You also can cut this out and then use that as your template. But yeah, it's the same thing actually. But maybe you have a passer. That's a Dutch word, passer. I have no idea how you call it other way. To draw your lines. But if you have, you just cut out your circle and place it down. Same thing as I did. You also can use touching the corner, touching the sideways. Make the line, move it to here. But if you have a perfect one, this one is just a little too small, but I manage if I can. It almost touching the edges. Okay. Yep. Chaos. I know, I love it. No, it's not chaos. So I'm just going to cut these out the neatest way possible. Just grab a good scissor. There you go. Of course we need to check that we make 2 exactly the same ones. There we go. There you go. Doesn't have to be perfect. I also just do my best. Okay, so now these are going to be on the sides Here's also that little piece. Okay, so guys, how did I measure what I need? This piece. How did I measure? I just used a string or whatever you're gonna need. Just gonna use a string. I did it this way. Yes, no fancy way. Nope, just I used my string. Oh, just use this method. And it worked for me. Okay, and then I'm just going to measure this. Let's see if it's the same size as my tryout. And it's a 6-inch. Yeah, maybe 2 millimeters smaller, but it worked like a charm. Just a cheap way, creative way of doing that. Alright, so we want the same size as this one. So this is the same size. Check, check, check. Same size. So I'm gonna cut this. I already measured that 6-inch, but I even can make it a tiny little bit smaller. Just a tiny, tiny little bit, but you can measure. Please do. Please measure yours. Always. Not just think that yours is exactly the same as mine. Don't. Just show you how you can measure. So please do. Leftover piece, guys. Leftover piece. And this is my leftover piece. Don't throw that away. We still can use that. Alright. Now, how we can make that boldness in this one? Well, how I like to do it is I just spray this a little wet. Okay, that's enough. And just grab a bottle. Do you have a bottle somewhere? Or, well, this is not the perfect thing. I would recommend something hard, but oh, I do have maybe... This one is a little bit further, I think. Just, you can use anything. Well, I did use that one for my tryout, so I still can use it. And just gently go along. Okay, start with the other one. Other side. Just do it gently, just take your time. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to try to put this all the way around. See? Just go all the way around. Does not make any sense on trying to use a bottle that has the same size. That's no worries. You don't need. Just use any bottle. Well, not a small one, of course. But this one works also for me, guys. This works also for me. Does not matter which one. But I think a nice firm bottle will even do better. But so that is why I use the bottom, because this one is squishy, and this one at the bottom I can use. So just take your time. Just take your time. But I still also can use this one. It's either way. It does not matter which one. Which one I prefer. You just need that round shape. Oh, make sure that this was not overlapping. What I was just doing was this. I was just doing this, but this is overlapping and I hanged on it. That's not what we want. We want to have this straight. Okay. I think we are having it already pretty. See? Nice. This bends nicely. Cool. Alright, so I'm satisfied. Let's keep it for that. So just grab whatever you have in your craft room. Or in your kitchen, but yep. I'm satisfied. Okay, so put this away. Keep your leftovers, guys. Keep your leftovers. We're gonna need those for the legs, for the little legs. Okay. Now first, I think we're gonna need to make hinges. All right. So, but this is what we are going to do. We're going to attach these, and then we're going to put this on. So we're just going to start with the lid. Now, how to make hinges? Very easy. It is something, well, it's easy to make, but it's not always a fun thing to do. But yeah, we just need it. Okay, so long way or just this way? Yeah, I think I'm just going to use this direction. I don't think we need to have them longer. Well, I think everywhere we have the same size. Alright, so how I like to make them is to just make first the fold lines, 1/2 inch. So each time when you see a half one, then I'm just so actually each inch. But every time when you see right here a 1/2 inch, then that's for me my notification that I can score there. We do need quite a lot. So I'm gonna make another one already. Half. Can't ever have enough of these. Okay, let's start with these. Yeah. Now, I can cut these already, but for me, I like it this way, to attach these already. Because we are going to attach tape on it every time 1 millimeter away from the score line. See, that is my one hinge. So here you have your next score line. So 1 millimeter away from the score line, there is going to be another piece of tape. That's my next hinge. Again, score line 1 millimeter away, and on and on and on. In the meantime, I can tell you a little bit because my holiday is over. Yes, it is. And there is so much going on. And I'm gonna try to keep everything up. I want to tell about my holiday. I want to tell about new things that happen in my family. No bad things, not at all. Only happy things. Happy. And just to warn you, I'm in my happy space. That, and there are I'm gonna move my craft room to downstairs, and I'm all gonna tell you about it, how and why and where and what you're gonna do. I am gonna tell about, I'm just gonna make a nice list. Because I know in the past sometimes I do tell double things, because I just so quickly forget if I told you already or not. So yeah, I am that quickly occupied and I just can't remember. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but okay, so now I have my first sheet ready. Now I'm just going to grab my cutter again, and each time between, so 1, 2, cut, 1, 2, cut. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, that makes sense. Of course that makes sense. That makes sense. For me, this is the easiest way to do these, quickest way. I don't know if there is a quick way to do these, but this is how I do them. And yeah, it's a pretty nice way also to make occupied. I am occupied. Where is my fold line? Yep, here it is. Oh. Oh, you never know where I can use it for. But yeah, so that is a little bit where I'm definitely going to make that list so I can see what I want to tell you all about and everything. And what I already told, because I don't want to tell you double. So that is a little bit what's going on, guys. So I'm going to make my next one. And I will see you in a bit. Okay, guys, let's get started. So, like I said, first we're gonna attach these guys. I do have some leftovers, so I'm first gonna use them. Can't throw these away. Alright, so just put this right along. Just along the fold line. Okay, let's grab our first, and I'm just gonna stay away the thickness of the chipboard. So 1.5 millimeter, I stay away. Okay. To keep this straight, you also can use, if you have a cutting board. Sometimes I get the question, how do you know you can keep it straight with your chipboard? Well, you just can do it this direction, of course. Same thing with here. Let's go up now. Put this here. And then you know for sure that you are straight. Okay. Burnish this down. There we go. Let's grab the next one. I do use a scissor that is a non-stick one. I don't know if you have one. I definitely can recommend that you use one. Otherwise, all the tape is going to stick to your normal scissor. But if you don't have, then that's fine, of course, too. Wait, first fold this around. Then I'm just gonna peel this off. And it's actually so much fun to do these boxes. Just, yeah, I love it. To create something. See, that is what I definitely don't want in the future. That these all is bumping in the way. So I hope my new craft room will give me that. So I am thinking already on how I want things to be done. Okay, so now is the meaning. I can move this now. Just to show you how you can be sure to keep this nice and straight. Alright, now it's just a matter of time, not a matter of time. You just can lay this. That's why I keep these hinges straight, so that is also a good way to see that this is straight. See, if you line this one up, then you are straight also. Okay. There we go. Always burnish it down as many times as you can so it's sturdy. Here we go, our little quip. Okay guys, now the fun part, or the difficult part, I don't know. This piece on top. So let's check. That fits nicely in between, as you can see. So first, we're gonna add this part on here. So what I'm gonna do, still have the old ones. Yep. So let's fold this first. So you have already a nice fold line, nice straight fold line. There we go. what's the best way to do this? I don't know. You also can do it this way. Keep your fold line above. See, so you still see the fold line. You also could do it on this piece, that's totally fine. Okay, so let's peel this one off. And now I'm just gonna put this, if I put it this way, I can watch here. You don't see me, but I'll lean back. I'll lean back in my chair so I can watch this piece right here. Okay, so now just gonna move these, struggle these in between. You also can put it this way. Just find a way that you feel comfortable with, and for this time you don't need to make a gap. You just place this right along the other chipboard, okay? So you don't need to have a gap. So why did I use a hinge with a fold line? Just because. Okay, place this nice along. There you go. That's our first attachment. I think now we need to go to this way. What's the best way? I don't know. I still have one. And yep, I'd still fold this. Why? Just because. Go. Also, no, I'm just going to use the same way. There we go. Burnish it down, down. Okay, just peel it off. Peel it off. Okay, and again, I'm just going to lift this up and squeeze this in here. So this and this is nicely on each other. Burnish it down. There you go. Yeah. Look how beautiful this already is. See that? Not much gap. It's almost perfect already. Good job. Oh. Okay, next what I recommend is to put now a extra piece on here, so it's nice and tight. So just squeeze this in here and just see if you need to cut a little piece off. And if you do, just cut it off. Yep, now it fits nicely. And again, I am folding it down. So it's nice and sturdy. go. Just take your time to do this, guys. Don't rush it. This is not a one-day project. Definitely not. Definitely not a one-day project. And do you know what I normally like to do, especially when I'm working on a Christmas project? Put on some music. Oh my gosh, yes. Sometimes, and I did not do this year, but sometimes I really can put on Christmas music very, very early a year. I have no shame on that. Just love it. Getting in the mood for Christmas. Yes. And I'm not even a Christmas person. Not even a big Christmas person. Alright, now what we're gonna do, yes, we are gonna do the outside. So this is already very nice. So we're gonna make our little pieces. I think I did that with this one also. Yep. So we're gonna add a nice piece on here and then we're gonna cut it down. Okay, I still have one. I still want to use my old ones. Let's fold it down. So this is the meaning. I'm gonna put this on here. Okay. Well, we can overlap this. It's even sturdier, I guess. Yeah, why not? Just let it overlap a little bit. Okay. Yep. So again, I'm just gonna stay with my fold line out a little bit. Okay. I'm just gonna watch on this side where my fold line is. I'm just gonna cut this down just till here. Okay, burnish it down as good as you can. You also can burnish it down from here so you can push a little harder. Okay. Alright, so okay, now it's the time to cut all these in little pieces. And I also like them to have them in that little shape. So we are going to cut down these little shapes. And we are going to be as close as we can get to the fold line. Okay, that is that. Now, if you can see, I still can move this. See that? I still can move this. But the meaning is that we now are going to place this as good as we can to the fold line. Just watching. Just gently bend this over. Go. Here's your bone folder. There you go. Make these edges as nice possible. Yeah, cool. That went pretty, doesn't it? Look at this. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. Just take your time. Burn it down, down. And there we go again. Okay. I think you know the rules exactly the same as the other one. Okay. Okay, so that is on. Okay, now we're gonna make the inside a little bit sturdier. So I'm just gonna grab pieces that I still have left for my tryout. And I am gonna place these in here. What is the best way to measure, or just, I think I'm gonna make these 178 or something. That I need 4 of these. still using my leftover pieces. I always keep all of these. Alright, so I'm going to start with these. Terrible on these. Doesn't need to be. Just watch. Watch where you're going. Watch where you're going. And one is on the floor. Of course. Burnish it down. I think it's even easier if you not peel off the tape already on two pieces, but that's just me, I guess. Burnish it down. Because if you actually put first one, these definitely can go a little shorter. Otherwise I need to go around the corner, and that is not. See if you now peel off. It's plenty of time to peel off now. It's easy access. Alright, well, one did fall down. It's easier for me to just make a new one. There we go. Okay, now the inside is almost nice and good secure. Okay. Now, how I did this, well, that, okay, that is maybe ridiculous, but I did it, and it worked for me. So, I don't know if I can show you with my tryout one. I just used tape, because it's nice, flexible and thin. I don't know if you can use just regular paper, because I think it's too thick. So I just grab a piece of tape. You can use duct tape or whatever. Any tape you have in your home. Maybe your hubby has some. Okay, now I'm just gonna cut this in two. Does not have to be neat, you don't see it afterwards. And then I am also gonna cut in, well, how large are these? small pieces. Need to be easygoing. I don't know even how much I need, but I'm just gonna go all the way. Alright, so that is a little bit my preparations. Now I'm just gonna grab a pin set and I'm gonna peel off one. Now just go in and just punch into your fold, and then you just burnish down your little piece. Oh yes, it is that easy. And then you're just gonna grab your next one, loose, and then just punch it into that line and burnish it down. And I must tell you, this is so satisfying. Yep, I don't know about you, but for me it is pretty satisfying. So I'm just gonna place one in, and I'm just gonna punch in that line, and I'm just gonna fill everything up. It can't be that easy, guys. It just can't be that easy. Not even a fancy thing or whatsoever, but nope. Just a little piece of tape. Punching that in. So it's nice and sturdy. And if it does not hold, just use your finger. But punch it into that opening. Not opening, line. There you go. Till you are just completely on another piece of black. And then it's done. It's just take your time. Grab a piece of coffee, cup of coffee. Or tea, or whatever you like to drink. Put a little music on. Definitely can recommend some Christmas music. And just almost done. Are you already giving up? No. No, you're not. You're not gonna give up. You're not gonna give up. one more and then I'm done on this side. Here we go, and then I'm just gonna grab my bone folder to squeeze it everything nicely into the chipboard. Oh my god. And there you go, a nice black edge in the corner. Yes, perfect. Okay, I'll do the other side. Oh! Are you still here? Are you leaving? No. You can do this. Just take your time. Okay guys, so that is done, but I also want to have these edges. Okay, so let's do that. Same thing as we do the other ones. We do that all the way. Still love the scissor because of the pointy, so I can get easier to small edges. Okay, and now my longest ones are done, so I can finally start with these ones. I guess. Dogs are barking. Don't know why. Here we go. There we go, burnish it down. Okay guys, the lid is in fact, and now the only thing that I did with this one is put black paper on the inside, and then of course I made these ones, but we always can do that later. So that is two exactly the same ones. Yep, see that? Identical. Yes. Okay, so guys, the lid is done. Yeah, 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 yes. I like it. Okay, let's go to the next one.